Welcome everyone to the Whovians cast. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Phillip Archer.
I am a piece of cloth.
You will rate it a 10 out of 10. Ah! Oh, what's up, Scott?
What on earth? Okay, fair enough.
So, Phillip, how are you today? Today on the Whovians cast, we're going to get your reaction to the Ghost Monument.
I'm not as manically upset as you were today, but I do.
Well, yesterday.
Yesterday. I do understand where you're coming from. It was a bit bland.
Bland?
Bland in the sense that they could have done better with it. They could have done better.
I mean, anything could be improved, I guess, but
yeah,
okay.
I mean, for example, it was a space rally, basically, with two people. I would have liked to see more than two people. Oh, hang on, you're soaking in. You're soaking in.
He's writing. Oh, he put all memes. What is that? All stuff of the.
Yeah, it was the old Paul
his
Ball
reaction.
70s thing with Madge the manicurist.
I like the idea of the race, but there was only 2 members. That was weird. It's called the budget, but okay.
I thought, in regards to Jodie herself, her character, her doctor,
Yeah.
I just think she's still finding her feet, and that's why everybody's saying she doesn't seem to come across as gung ho at the moment. She's still finding her feet. She's only just regenerated. She's just been reborn. Give her a couple of more episodes, she'll settle down.
Of course we are, but it's just we have to say what we have to say.
That's true. Yeah, you can. I think Art Malik was wasted.
Who?
He could have been the guy that the Indian-looking guy at the who's heading the sort of like telling them.
I really like that guy.
Yes, Art Malik.
I really like that guy a lot. He was
considering we got a story after Rosa that's deal with Indian things.
Yeah.
He would have been served better in that story.
So he's not going to appear again. This guy, he might. I think he will. I think he will.
If not in the last one, then the next to last.
He looks like someone of importance. That he's rich, he's powerful, he's a threat.
As an actor, he don't come cheap as an actor. So
oh no,
if you're gonna have he's very well to do actor back in the day. So I reckon he could be right. He might make a return because when he was there, he wasn't even there. He was on a different planet, millions of miles away.
Yeah.
So he could feature in another story.
Yasmin Khan is useless.
Oh, good lord!
Like I said, there's a story coming up that centers around her race, so she'll probably have the central stage on that one.
If the season were to end right now, which only 2 episodes, I would say keep Graham and get rid of everybody else. Because I like Graham. I don't really like Ryan. He doesn't listen. He's going to get himself killed. And I don't know if that's because
I had the doctor just above him of interesting and important people. Otherwise, it was like Graham was top, then Yaz was
second because she
Yaz was second. The doctor was third.
Ryan can do it out right now.
Ryan was last, but definitely Graham was the top.
Now I don't think you blame his disability that he's not listening. He's just being jerk.
Well, you mean Ryan?
He's just
Call of Duty and shit. That's like I know how to play this video game and like okay.
Yeah, he's just in the moment of thinking he's invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bit silly what they did there.
Right.
Like didn't really need to do that. What else was there? The 2 race characters. I weren't feeling them. I was feeling Sean Dooley because he came across really like slightly unlikable, but you just couldn't help but like him. The woman version, I know she had a bit with Yaz or Yasmin. She had a bit of a chit chat with her, but there wasn't much to it. It was like just sideshow.
Yeah.
See, I didn't have a problem with the racers at all. I liked them.
Yeah.
I didn't have a problem with the guy that set up the whole race. I liked him. I like the special effects, and I think they're above average.
Mhm.
My problem is I think that Chibnall is using the fact that it's all flashy, the greatest graphics Doctor Who's ever had, but then the writing is not equal to the graphics. And I
Yeah.
think that that's going to fall apart real fast because you can't slide or be lazy with the writing if the graphics
No,
are that
you
great.
can't.
You got to be up there. And to me, he's not, even though he's focusing each episode on a person,
Mhm.
Yaz is really not past two
She's
episodes
the weak
anything.
link.
She's weak. And he didn't even give her stuff to do. It's like,
Yeah.
at least she should have been the one to fix the ship or did something with the ship. Like, and another thing I really don't like, like I said, the Doctor really knew how to get out of that, and she really wants to get to the TARDIS. But like, why are you wasting time letting them do it if you know what you're doing anyway?
Yeah.
It's like manipulating, like Sylvester McCoy
Oh
style,
God, it was.
like chess pieces, Curse of Fenric type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
you really don't need to do that. Like, you just want to get the TARDIS, get out of there. Like, don't make it like, oh, let's have Sesame Street in space teaching shit to the kids, make everybody useful. It's like, oh God.
God, yes.
Now, my son did get mad at me. My son Joe. He said, "Dad, I really want you to watch this a couple more times." He's like, that part with the, was awesome, and like the whole thing with it. You really got to watch it, Dad. You really. So I'm gonna watch it. I listen to my kids. I'm gonna watch it a couple more times, but it from a marketing standpoint, with the ratings that were collapsing before this, you really need to market some villains, and you can't market this.
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can't. Maybe in a tailor shop.
You could make an action figure from the Stenzo or Tim Shaw with the two teeth in there, and the other thing. But this is not marketable. And the other things, the robots are just shooting people. That's just dull. But I'm starting to feel like, and I could be wrong, that the money is spent on the special effects and they're not spent on the villains. And this is like a Lois and Clark scenario where everybody was looking for massive villains from the comics, like Lois and Clark, and they got the person that was created for the week.
Yeah.
And they never had any of his villains, even though it was still a success. And I fear that they're pushing the Stenza way too early, way too much.
Yeah.
And it's going to suffer from fatigue before it's even really established. Like, the Stenza are a great villain, but you don't mention them in episode 2.
Like that.
You don't mention them in episode 2, episode 3. Maybe you should make them pop in mid-season, then maybe towards the end. But if you're going to name drop them every episode, and all of a sudden, how are they a threat now?
Loses their emphasis.
So you think it's got to make sense, right? And if the Doctor's been around for 2 billion years, over 2,000 years, right?
Yeah.
And he's seen just about everything. It's got to make sense that he's never seen them before. It can't be like they're just taking over race after race after race after race for just like instantly. That's got to make sense. Like maybe when the event from Stolen Earth and Journey's End and the planets were put back, the planets now in 2018 are put back in 2018, and they show up and they were part of one of the planets that maybe they were a threat, and now they're back. That would make sense to say, hey, they were away and now they're back. And that's why the Doctor never seen them. But you can't just be there like without the Doctor not knowing about it. And taking over races, that's like weird. So I'm not.
Just to remember, the universe is a big place.
Yes, but still.
As much as the TARDIS has traveled everywhere, it hasn't been everywhere.
Yes, but still, like someone that makes that type of noise, the Doctor would know about. It's not. Come on.
That's true. You're right.
That's ridiculous. I do want to understand why, if the TARDIS is programmed to land in the atmosphere of the planet that it's on, it was by Earth. So there's no reason it should be at this planet. And there's no explanation to why it's there and what just caused it to go there. But I hope there is. I know we're not going to get one.
The companions.
Maybe it was just so.
How bad Ryan was and how bad Yaz was, and it didn't want to be related.
As much as the TARDIS was flung out into the vortex, it would have just popped out near that planet anyway. And
right.
And
unless when there was the explosion, the explosion forced it away from Earth. That's the only thing I can.
Yeah.
And it just got itself chucked out of that end of the toilet, if you know what I mean. So, you know.
I don't like that TARDIS thing in the TARDIS.
Oh, that was dumb.
Well, that little spinny thing. Do you know what I was told that is? That's the chameleon circuit. That's the chameleon circuit. So whenever if the TARDIS changes shape outside, that would represent what it would look like. It will kind of like what's that thing called?
I thought it was the thing. You know how like the Capaldi had the thing going around when he dematerialized? I thought that's what means it dematerialized. It spins.
Oh, you mean when it's to show it's in flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, but wouldn't the time rotor show you that it's in flight?
You don't have that.
Time rotor, that's what I said.
You don't have a time rotor.
I could have sworn
we have one now again?
That crystal in the center is time rotor, surely.
Okay. It was very brief, man.
Unless that thing is the time rotor.
I think it's a time rotor. Yeah. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Because we've already seen a little bit what the TARDIS can do.
I was like like I said, if you watched my cast, it was about to be an 8.5 when I first started watching. Like, this is great. Oh my God. I was telling Sharon, I'm like, yes! Finally! It's great! I was like all excited. And then all of a sudden, it started dropping. And I'm like, what? Like, and I just got annoyed. I was like, there's things that were happening, and especially at the end, when she's like, I failed you. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, I failed you. Like, why is this doctor looking for acceptance with the companions, or looking like he's telling them, I failed. What? And then they were calm. They were not worried in the least. They're like, hey, man, let's go to Wendy's on this desert planet or something. It's like, you might never get back to Earth. You might die. They were calm.
That TARDIS thing you got, which looks like a crystal.
They were way too calm.
Yeah.
They were way too calm. He really missed the boat on that. They weren't panicking. They weren't going crazy. Ryan wasn't spitting at her or screaming at her and shit. It was just like, yeah, you'll get us home. Sure. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right.
3 strikes and you're out, Doctor.
Well, I'm telling you right now, one more I failed you crap, and then I'm going to be really angry.
God.
Yeah, no. That Ghost Monument moment was just, I could forget.
Predictable.
My Ghost Monument! Come to Daddy! I mean, Mommy! And it's like, and I was like, that just dropped a couple more points. I was like, and then when the TARDIS gave her a dog treat, I'm like, that just dropped a couple more points.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit like, why would it?
That would
hey,
be
you
funny.
just tried to blow me up from the inside. I'm going to give you a treat now.
That would be funny. It's like we talked about in the past cast. That was actually the treats for the cat, but yeah, she doesn't.
No, but you know what, though? If the TARDIS is alive, which it is, right? Sentient, why isn't it pissed at her? Like, that she keeps blowing up the TARDIS. Like, it should be like whirring. Like, whoop, and she's like, I know, I'm sorry. Like, there's none of that. They're not even arguing. It's like, okay.
You can't keep doing this to me. Do it outside next time.
Just go outside. I'll put the wee pad out there. You can regenerate there. Jesus. Not on my columns. How many times are you going to break those columns? I recreate that every couple of years. No. Not the windows.
Don't hang the panties on me.
I hope we get to explore a bit more of the TARDIS in depth.
Same here.
I don't want it to be just one single room anymore. I want to see other rooms now. I'm tired of that one set.
Yeah. Well, let's not have a rehash of Journey to the Center of the Toilet,
don't want that.
where the TARDIS was the enemy trying to kill the Doctor and Clara. Let's not remember that.
Oh God!
Actually, it never happened because it was a reset.
I mean, I rewrote it in such a way to where it looked as though
It was reset. It never happened. Reset button.
Yeah, I had it set up to where it was a mind game by the Dream Lord, and all the way through, I had it set up to where you didn't know whether the Dream Lord was playing with the Doctor or Clara.
So, what about Graham, Philip? You like Graham?
I like Graham. Yes, he's the one that's getting most characterization out of everyone. But I do have the niggling thing that I don't want to see him and Brian talking about things every episode to help them bond. It's fair enough.
That's all.
You know what I mean? I mean, fair enough. You mentioned about, we haven't talked about your nan since it happened. Fair enough. I'll give them that. But I don't want to go through the whole season where they're trying to patch it all up over that situation. Let's move on and get on with the story rather than having these personal interaction things.
And how is it that they picked up like these two and then these? It's like, really? They're all together. They're like right next to each other. Like, that's impossible. They wouldn't be able to drift apart because then they'd be dead because they would seconds. You could only be in spaces. Like
that was the other point. They were in space for I don't know how, maybe a split second, or even a split second, they would have been frozen to death and killed.
Well, no, they at least, because I think the Doctor said, 15 seconds?
15 seconds.
Or something. But then they had alien tech that cured them, whatever, in that pod thing, whatever.
Fair enough.
But still, they're all together, like cuddled, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, there's no way you'd be like, I'm going to take this girl and make this guy and this. It's like, that's ridiculous. How could they not know How could they not know that they're there with each other? She didn't even know the guy was there, like, like on top of each other. They just both. That's weird. That's weird.
Right.
They didn't even see each other grabbing them. It's like, how fast was that? Like, instantly, like, and they don't see each other, the both ships. Mm-hmm. They grab this one, and it's like, come on, that was just bad writing. And the Audrey Hepburn glasses that we had empty pockets.
When she even said outright, "Oh, I need to put stuff in my pockets."
She has empty pockets. She had nothing in her pockets.
Okay, and that popped out of nowhere. Yeah, you're right.
That's bullshit. All right. What about the fact that the Stenza are going to be the main threat for this season?
Right, we've seen one in action. Fair enough. Bit lame, but we've seen one. They need to be a bit more bombastic than what we saw for them to be such a threat that they're talking about. So,
I don't even think it's going to be the race. I think it's going to be Tim Shaw again.
No, that would be lame then.
No, he has a grudge.
Yeah, but we want to see. You can't tell me that Tim Shaw was single-handedly destroyed that planet that they were on, Desolation.
No, he's gonna mess with the Doctor. He's gonna go back to Earth and he's gonna screw around.
Well, yeah, fair enough.
That's what he's gonna do.
But you want to make it a bigger, bold finale rather than just have one return.
Yeah, the whole race would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a screw you. I'm coming to get you lot.
Now I have another question for you. I guess we're going to see the TARDIS more in detail next episode, right? Or not really?
I presume we will. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
What the hell does, and I guess this is what it is, there's a time agent with a vortex manipulator, or is that bullshit?
Oh, well, this is what we're sort of like, we don't know whether it's true, but it kind of makes sense because the synopsis says that someone is there to change history.
But who cares if they're aliens? If a time agent's on another galaxy,
unless it's going to be a young Jack.
No, but if a time agent's like in another galaxy, what the hell is Rosa Parks to them? That's weird.
I know there must be something.
Like her descendants or something is like a big hero or something in the future, and they just like, oh, let's just undo her. Maybe. I don't know. But the episode synopsis came out today. They're weird, right?
Oh, the ones with episodes 5 and 6.
Yeah, what's that about?
I haven't even seen them today. I mean, Connor told me about the.
Yeah, Connor told me too. I wait for him to come in and we'll talk about it.
It
What did you rate the episode Ghost Monuments?
I rated it 7 myself.
Okay, I gave it a 6.5. You gave it a 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave it between a 5 and a 6.
So, well, everybody else gave it a 4 in the cast. You saw the episode, didn't you?
I'm watching it. I've been going through.
So how do you know how I was?
Because I was watching your first one where you're ranting and raving and nearly pulling your hair out, mate. Come on. You were just going bonkers over that thing.
Phillip, we have the handkerchief monster, $150 if you're interested.
Let's give them the
And you get a Matrix Lord 212 business card.
Did you get? I couldn't quite hear what that thing was saying. What was the handkerchief monster talking about with Jodie, which she said, "Get out of my head"?
They took a line from like Moffat's like work with Doctor Who. I think it was series 1 when he was doing Empty Child, Dr. Dances, and they took some stuff and they're like something from Listen. They're like, the child abandoned, the child out of time, the thing. It's like, oh, okay, this is the same shit that we know already. But then it was something else about like, oh, she don't remember or something. I'm like, wait a minute. So then I started thinking, oh, please don't tell me she don't have all her memories.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be some effing shit then that she regenerated, but she don't have
all her faculties together. Yeah. That's probably why when she said, "I'm sorry, I failed you," because she doesn't have all her faculties together yet, and she's still, as she says,
how long? She's over the regeneration cycle. How long is it going to take? Is it or no? She's still in the cycle.
They couldn't. I mean,
it's 18 hours, right? No, she was for a week. She was in that suit. What are you talking about?
That's true.
No, she's done with her regeneration cycle, man. That's not. She's not still regenerating. No, that's excuse. No, she should have her memories. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, and the fact that the companions and the Doctor were running around on a planet with 3 suns, you'd think that they'd have sort of like skin cancer and all that rubbish going on.
Yeah,
I know the power of 3. Really.
Yeah, it was a bit far-fetched.
The cigar saved them. It should have exploded their lungs.
Yes, there you go. Spot on. That's what I was going to say about the lungs.
Air in the lungs. Are you kidding me? Or their feet should have been roasted.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous.
Because even those robots were covered in sort of like cowls and things to protect themselves from the weather and the heat, and they're running around bald-headed and like, I'm not on fire yet.
And keep in mind too, yes, while things detested me, like I gave it a passing grade.
Yeah.
I mean, 6 is passing, so like I gave it a 6.5. I mean, I don't, well, whatever.
And they're already calling for her removal.
Yeah, I saw that.
But what a...
You can't judge right now.
No, you can't.
But she did annoy the shit out of me though this episode though. She did annoy me. She did.
I just thought
she irked me like Colin Baker never could. No, she irked me, man. She did. She did, man.
I just thought she was a bit lacking. She didn't irk me or anything. I just thought she was a bit lacking in personality and structure.
She gave me a Colin Baker. She did. She did. She definitely did. I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
I'm not quite sure.
She was channeling her inner Colin.
The Rosa Parks one, I think it's going to be one of those really slow, dragging ones because it's going to be a lot of talking.
That's going to be a failing grade, that one.
It's going to be so much of a history thing of talking and lots like people are going to go, is this episode's over yet? It's just the first 2 seconds. Is this show over yet? It's now the first 3 seconds.
Yo, but Phillip, if he screws this episode up, there's going to be ramifications.
You're going to make him nervous now. Everybody keeps saying that. Is it really that important that you get it right?
Phillip.
I mean,
you're black, Phillip.
I know, but
you know that, right?
It comes
off.
You know that, right? It comes off. It's not really
you should be worried instead of me being worried.
I'm not worried, though. I don't look at it like that, though. But
they call me Mr. Cracker, okay? You are black. Yeah. I am white. Scott is bearded. That's our education for Doctor.
Yeah, but you know what? it's already been ruined when you add a bit of sci-fi element to it. In the case of that time agent, that makes it totally not historical. So
Yes.
there's your point of it's
Yeah.
gone down the toilet.
So the guy's gonna have a Dalek plunger
Well,
Probably.
gun.
we don't know.
Wait a minute. Can I ask you a question? The guy looks normal, right?
Oh, the
How am I gonna buy that action figure? That's a dull action figure.
what for the time agent bloke?
Yeah, that figure is boring. It's like the editor from series.
He's wearing the 50s clothes, man. He's being hip and cool.
Come on, man.
And he's
We
got
gotta market this way better. This show. Come on, you could do better. Really?
I am dying to see whether they market the handkerchief thing though, the remnant.
I'll buy the Alan Cummings action figure.
Yeah, of course.
And the Witch's action figure and the Tim Shaw, but I won't buy the Time Agent action figure.
What about the giant spiders then?
Oh God, what kind of title is that, really?
Oh, good Lord. I don't even begin.
Oh, that
Arachnids in the UK? That's your title?
Yeah. I thought it was a bit
Dinosaurs on a space.
Yeah, but you know.
You know, I bet you they told him to change the title. He's like, oh, I compromised, not this time. Arachnids in the UK. It's like, all right, Shimdo, you got this, buddy.
Arachnids in the UK.
Wow.
I am looking forward to that one though. That's going to be one of my.
I'm not looking forward to the title, but okay, no. I want to see what it is, yeah.
I want to see that. I think that'll be good. That one and the Witches one.
That will be what Kill the Moon should have been.
Yes.
Then they ruined it. Yes.
Yes. With that flipping egg in the sky. But
yes.
What can you say?
That now it's so weird how NASA saved their ass and they're like, hey, don't worry about it, BBC, because we actually have another moon. So you can say it's back. It's like, okay, thank God.
As much as Ghost Monument was what it was, I still hope. I'm hoping. I've still got good hopes for the season. Though. I'm still hoping.
Here's the thing, and I know she was done with her regeneration cycle when she transported them, but she's got to be more careful. That they would have been dead. I'm sorry. She was fully Doctor, and she screwed up like that. He is lucky that they were saved. They were dead, all of them.
She weren't to know because didn't she say that where they popped up, that's where the planet originally was.
Right, but thank God they were doing that race, though. Thank God, because let me tell you, they would have been dead. There's no way. You can't keep making mistakes like that every episode, though. Now, I don't want to hear nothing about Rosa Parks. Like, oh my God, I made a grave error. What's the matter, Doctor? Yeah, I gave this woman a lift and she didn't take the bus. It's like, say, here's the thing. Please, man, don't do this to me. Like, she's gotta I don't want to hear her say I'm sorry. I don't want to hear her say I failed you. I don't want to have anything where we're in a situation where like Peter Davison is in the episode, everybody's dying, and then Tegan leaves like twice. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like seriously, enough, right, Doc? Okay, kill her. No, it's like no. Like I just want to, I love Peter Davison, by the way, but that was just, I had to throw that in there, So what happens, so I screwed up. But anyway, so yeah, just alignments.
What else can I think of this episode? Like I said, I would have preferred it with more contestants in that story, where you can see other contestants getting eaten up by the water.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Or would have been, attacked by those rippling things.
What's the name of that other episode? Punjab, what? Like whatever the hell.
There's something of the
Demons of Punjab.
Demons of the Punjab.
Wait, Punjab. Was he? Wait a minute. He was watching Annie, wasn't he?
Why would you say that?
Because Punjab is the servant of the rich guy, right?
You're being a bit, what's the word? You're being a bit self.
No, Punjab. Punjab is a That was a person, a character.
It's a language, mate.
Oh, that's a language? Okay.
Punjabi is a language.
Punjabi?
Punjab is a language. The Punjab is of people that speak.
Demons of Punjab?
The demons of Punjab. I kept thinking it might be, you know, that Indian goddess, Kali, or whatever her name is, with the 6 arms.
Right.
I thought that might be part of that story, I'm hoping.
I'm going to use this as a wound. You know, I'm a fake thing because, like, you know, Tarsus is falling on me when I was giving a bad rating to that ghost monument there. Thanks, Tarsus. Yeah.
So we're off to Alabama next week then.
Oh.
Your town.
How exciting. How exciting.
You're going to see a lot of dark nights. I shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean.
Oh, God. That's bad placement. No crackers allowed. No.
A Rosa Parks doll figure. That'd be nice.
They're not going to do that. They're not allowed to do that.
On a bus.
You know that. No, they're not allowed to. They won't allow that. The state won't allow that. No.
They want. You can have a little Rosa
Did they
Parks.
get permission from the estate to do this episode or not really?
That's a good.
Probably not.
That's what I'm still
They
on.
probably didn't.
Well, I reckon Mary or whatever her name is, Blackman, is going to do it justice. So I think you'll be fine. I think you'll be safe with it.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So you gave it a 7.
I gave it a 7. That's all I can give it.
I just fear that there's going to be an episode that I don't like more than the 6.5 that's passing the ghost monument that I gave.
And just think, folks, he may throw his
Canine
monster across the room.
Yeah.
Ooh. There goes the window through the window.
$150. There you go.
We will
Put that in a Titan box. How would you stand it up? Would you be like this and just be like, "Oh, the child of time"?
It might come with the It might come with that race figure bloke wrapped around his body.
Yeah.
At least the doctor teaches people that they should smoke. That's
Yeah, it just proves that claws can be affected by the sonic screwdriver.
That sonic screwdriver needs to leave again because you used it so much in that episode. She used it so much. I thought, is she ever going to put it in her pocket? No.
It's part of her hand. It's true.
It was well.
She should use it as a comb too. Why not? Yeah, I hope we see this artist
a bit more.
That would be nice.
Yes. For what we saw, I just think we saw a glimpse of it, to be honest. But for what we saw, it looks nice, but it looks really bizarre at the same time.
I want to know what button she pushed up. I want to talk about that.
What do you mean, what button she pushed?
The button she pushed that made everything go crazy. I want to know what button that was. That's what I want to know. I want to know if that was a specific button that does something. No, it has to be. She just pressed the one button and everything went crazy. I wonder if that's like a thing to go to another universe or something.
It's probably touching the call button to bring in the next doctor.
Ooh.
Why would you ask for her to leave? There's only 2 episodes. Like
I don't think people think that she's got enough gravitas as a doctor.
The ratings are huge.
They're huge. Fantastic for this,
7.1, right?
Well, 10 point something over the week. 10 million point, I can't remember, 11, something like that, 10.11.
But if you look at it closely, it's the same people who didn't want a female doctor in the first place.
Yeah, that's biased. See, we're gonna have a drop off, but we're not gonna have a drop off like Walking Dead drop off because that's insane. Our
drop off is gonna come either after Punjab or the 8th adventure.
I don't know. You know what? I think that the Rosa Parks episode is not going to be that good, but the Alan Cummings episode is going to be one of my favorites, I think.
The Witchfinders.
Yeah, I think so. What episode is that? 4?
9.
Really?
It's been moved.
Oh, come on.
Well, come on, look. Where's the listing? I saw the listing. Right,
how can it be moved? How could it be moved if they're intricate?
Because the listing is now Woman Fell to Earth, the one we just had, Rosa. Then it's the what's the other one called? I've got it on the list.
What was the original third one? It was that, right?
Well, it's going to be somewhere. That was original, either third or fourth.
But order of the episode wise.
Yeah,
it's out of order now.
Because there's two new ones that have been put in its place. There's two new ones that the demon ones, and they've been pushed up rather than pushed down.
Well, let me ask you a question: is there anything in the episode that they're going to connect to each other and it's not going to make sense?
I couldn't tell you that. I wouldn't know that. I mean, we're still going to get the dovetailing effect.
Well, let me ask you a question because I didn't really watch anybody's reaction. So, you have your mates and your buddies, without mentioning names. What do they think? Overall consensus, they loved it?
Overall consensus gave it a 7.
Oh.
A 7.
So what's wrong with my rating? My rating's 6.5. Everybody lost their shit.
I don't know what you're looking at.
6.5, though, dude. What's wrong with that?
Someone did give it a 6. You know.
No, but dude, what is the difference between a 6.5 and a 7? Why is everybody losing their shit? I had some people losing their shit today, and I'm like, why? It's passing. Like, well, I mean, Jesus, you don't want to see when I really freaking hate something, right? It's like, my God, I was kind, man.
Yeah, I mean.
No, overall, listen, here's the thing. There's a lot of things that are factor, okay? Music opening is fantastic.
I don't like it. The title sequence, I
love it.
I could have done one a bit more with the title sequence. Perfect
for me. And the ending's perfect, the title sequence. The graphics are just the special effects are amazing. Like the planets are amazing. I mean, like there's good.
There are usually gone to alien planets in the past.
Listen, there's good things in the episode. Like I liked the racers. I liked the guy that set up the thing. I like the Graham interaction. Like I like Graham a lot. Okay, yeah. I like the story where the kid jumped off the tree and broke every bone in his body because his mom.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I started cracking up. I was like, well, "This is great," and I was like, "Wow." But I didn't like the Space Sesame Street lessons. That I could pass on. You want to make it education now? I'm seeing what he's talking about educational. She knows how to do the thing, but she's going to make them do it.
Yeah.
And that's not good.
Well, actually, in a way, it's teaching them to survive.
No.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not good.
Using a cigar to blow things up.
Yeah, Chimno needs to get some science books. Let's get him educated, please. That was just ridiculous.
The bit where she did her Venusian Aikido with the one finger thing, I thought that was a bit naff. I wanted her to throw.
I liked it.
Shoulder.
Yeah, me too.
I actually like that. Actually.
Yeah.
A lot. I did.
That was a perfect nod to the past too.
No, I did like it because I felt, well, you know what? Maybe in this incarnation she perfected it where, a certain way where she could just work more effectively.
Yeah. I just wanted it to be a bit more effective than what she just did. I thought
that was effective. She touched the person.
Yeah, but
she didn't even twist them over. Hi! Oh, no, like
that. That's what I wanted. I wanted to hi, fling the man over her shoulder. Get in there.
And mind you, all these newbie reporters out there, they took Austin Powers from Doctor Who, okay? Yeah. Just saying. Came first, people. Came first. John Pertwee. Remember him, okay? Yeah. All right, we got to get out of here. We're running out of time. Thank you, Phillip. Hopefully we get more reactions tomorrow. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it?
Yeah,
all right, we'll see.
It's like 11:30, but your time.
All right. Take care. Bye for now.